Hey everyone, this is Ben, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Semper Gumby channel. Well, we are testing another electric bike from a company called MokWheel, and this thing's pretty beastie because it is a fat tire off-road mountain bike with 4.0 fat tires. It also has a powerful motor peak power of 1300 watts. Now the sensor on here is a torque and cadence, and this has a maximum payload capability of 400 pounds. Now you can reach up to 60 to 80 miles on a full charge and hit a top speed over 28 miles per hour. The Obsidian was designed from the Basalt 2.0 platform. Alright, the Obsidian 2.0 comes in one size that suits most adults. Like I mentioned before, it can accommodate riders from 5 foot 6 inches to 6 foot 8 inches. So that's a great, adjustability with the seat post. Now the top tube length right here is 25 inches, and the reach from the nose of the saddle to the stem is 17. The standover height is 30 inches, and the wheelbase from front axle to rear axle is 48 inches. Now the minimum saddle height on this is 35 inches with a maximum saddle height of 41. The total length of the Obsidian is 77 inches. The head tube is 6 inches, so it's pretty sturdy and beefy. And the weight of the Obsidian is 77 pounds. Okay. The battery is enclosed in this down tube right here. And you can lock the battery in by using a key, or you can take it out. Right here is the charging port where you want to charge the battery. And the really cool thing about the Obsidian 2.0, it comes with an inverter. And the inverter allows you to plug in any kind of electrical equipment like your cell phone or a laptop or anything like that. And this is the first e-bike I've seen that had an inverter built in. Okay. Now I mentioned that this model started out as a Basalt. They added this full rear shock on the frame to make it the Obsidian. Now this is a D&M RD38 rear suspension shock. Now it has a max PSI of 275 PSI. So if you can take this cap off right here, you can pump in a little bit of air up to 275 PSI based on your comfort riding, or you can lock the shock out. So that is really cool. So this is a full suspension bike with pivot points in the front and the rear. Coupled with the front suspension fork, this thing is very plush riding. The powerhouse of the Obsidian from MokWheel is this hub right here. This is a 1300 watt motor, which will propel you up to 28 plus miles per hour. It's one of the biggest motors that I've ever ridden. Is a Tektro disc brake. Now it comes with front and back on the 26-inch wheels. Like I said, they're 4 inches thick, so they're great for off-road, on-road, asphalt, dirt, gravel. This thing's pretty stable. And having a full suspension fork right here with lockouts. You can adjust the lockouts by turning that how soft or how hard you want the ride, which I really like. As we come up, we got a 6-inch head tube. Now they did put little threaded studs in here if you decide you want to put a rack or anything to add on to that, and you can go to the MokWheel website. The handlebars have a nice leather grip with a MokWheel palm cushion on there. This right here is the throttle. Now with the throttle, it'll propel you up to 28 plus miles per hour. So when you're on this bike, just be aware when you're doing your pedal assist to start low in maybe 1 or 2 and then work your way up to level 5. Right next to it is your on-off control buttons here. This will control your LCD screen on your computer. Basically, to take it off, it's really cool. You pinch the bottom and it comes right off. Now this LCD screen is all colored, and it's all there's no batteries. It's going off the rechargeable battery off the MokWheel. It does come with a front LED light, and I'll show you that tonight when it gets a little bit dark. With that, that's adjustable. The shifter here is a Shimano 10-speed, and it's a Qs, and you can adjust that by hitting the here, and then on the back side there is a lever for up and down, so you can adjust your gearing. As we come down to the top tube, we have a adjustable seat that can accommodate riders from 5'4" to 6'8". I mean, that's amazing. But that's a quick disconnect for that, and you can adjust the height of the rider. Now, the Obsidian 2.0 comes in 3 colors. It comes in a black and red, a yellow and black, and this right here. This is the camo color. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Mr. Pete ride the bike and then get his feedback on what he thinks of the MokWheel Obsidian 2.0. Now, this thing is a beast. So we're going to start them off in level 2, and then we'll bump them up to level 5. But there are 5 pedal assists, and let's get them on that bike. So you had a chance to ride the Obsidian. You had a chance to compare it to a different model we tested. So give me your thoughts and what you think.
My first thought is that this rear shock makes a big difference. That ride was really smooth. The bike handles great, and this motor back here has a lot of get up and go. You got to be aware of that if you're going to get on one of these for the first time. Everything made sense. It was easy to control. I found myself thinking back to when I used to commute by bike in Wisconsin throughout the winter, and how great it would have been to have one of these instead of a classic pedal bike. So you know, it's a thumbs up from me for sure.
All right, gang, there it is, the testing of the Obsidian 2.0 from MokWheel. Now, this thing, it met my expectations, or even exceeded my expectations. The comfort of this thing with a full suspension makes this a plush bike to ride. Now, if you're interested in one of these, you can go to mokwheel.com and check it out. They have different colors, like I mentioned before. And again, we want to thank MokWheel for sending us the Obsidian 2.0. And I am going to be really, really pleased with this e-bike. Got any questions? Pop them in the box below. I'll answer them the best I can. I'll put an affiliate code as well in there to save you a couple $, if you decide to get one of MokWheel bicycles or e-bikes. Now, I'll have this e-bike at the expos that are coming up. I've got 3 expos in the next couple months. Next week I'll be at Overland Expo Mountain West in Loveland, Colorado. Come check it out. If you want to ride it, come ride it. And then I'll be at Overland of America in Jay, Oklahoma in September. And then ending up the year with the Overland Expo East in Arlington, Virginia. I will also have this at the Gumby Gathering, which will be on November 7th and 8th, and I'll give more info as that comes along. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. That helps the channel out a lot. Until the next video, this is Ben from Semper Gumby out.
Road Series features a full suspension and high quality, powerful motor. Whether you're planning on rugged trails or tackling challenging terrains, exceptional durability and performance open up more possibilities for your outdoor adventures.